All right, we are back for second half action. 28-0, Yorktown on top. Afshin Banab, John Moriarty, Arlington Independent Media, Comcast 69, and Verizon Fios 38. Glad you could be with us for football under the Friday night lights. Yorktown set to kick off. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns for the Patriots in the first half. And Dola with a booming kick. This one will go back to about the 2-yard line. And it looks like it's Powers that got it. He gets taken down. He crosses the 10.
Brought down by C.J. Fennell.
C.J. Fennell got him, and it's great defensive field position for the homestanding Yorktown Patriots. All right, they call it officially the 13-yard line for the Madison Warhawks. Madison pretty much starting out the second half the way they did the first. Bruce Hansen looks on and looks over his defense. And there's a run up the middle.
Boom, big hit.
Yeah.
Swept him off his feet.
Yes, it was. Yes, he did. Bailey, I think, on that stop. After the 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 for Madison. Madison now Powers. He throws it. That one is complete, but taken down. Nice tackle
what a
by
hit
Bailey.
Kyle Bailey.
That one, Robert Pearson. Give him about 2 yards on that one, maybe 2.5.
Well, that tackle was textbook. Check out this replay. Pop, got him right in the hip, dropped him.
Ball just over the 20-yard line, call it the 22.
Got a 3rd and 2.
Yep. 3rd down and 2. Madison, of course. Everybody up on the line for Madison. Everybody on the line for Yorktown. There's a spin move by Powers.
Looks like he's got the first down.
Yep, he did. He got the first down. That was Pearson on the carry. I thought Powers kept that ball. He fooled me. And nonetheless, it's first and 10 now for the Warhawks. All right, Pearson now on the line to the near side. You got to keep your eye out on him. Motion man. There's Powers. He's going to throw it to the right. Almost intercepted.
Ooh.
Nice deflection there.
Austin Brown almost coming up with that pick.
Well, this one will go against the Patriots. That's kind of a big penalty. First, a personal foul, roughing the passer penalty, and you know Hansen's not going to like that one. 28-0. Quickly, John, of course, there's a 35-point rule in Virginia State high school football, which was implemented, maybe 3 years ago. The team is up by 35 or more, then basically the clock does not stop unless there's a timeout and that sort of thing. First downs, the clock might stop for a second until the ball is reset, but on incompletions it won't stop. Out of bounds plays it won't stop. That's the 35-point rule. 9:57 to go with Yorktown on top by 28. There's a pass. There's a completion, and he's off to the races. He crosses the 30, the 25, the 20. Finally gets taken down.
Oh, looks like he fumbled out of bounds.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Huge pickup. 50-yard pass. The Madison Warhawks.
Yep. Andy McGuire.
That's a big pickup for the sophomore.
That's their first and goal, Madison now. Their first big play. Big play of the night comes in their opening drive of the second half.
Madison Warhawks heard us talking about that mercy rule and said, we don't think so.
All right, so here they go now. The Warhawks finally threatening to get some points on the board. All right, we're going to call it a 1st and 10 now for Madison. There's the handoff. He's taken down. That one is Robert Pearson. So he didn't get much on that one.
C.J. Fennell again. Breaking into the backfield, making a tackle.
All right, ball just outside the 10-yard line. They can get a 1st down inside the 1. John, there's Powers now. He's going to keep it.
Cut back.
Breaks 1 tackle, gets taken down right at about the 10-yard line. No gain. They can get a 1st down just inside that 1, but Bernhardt on the tackle now. 3rd down. The Yorktown Crazies are getting them going now.
Look at them getting pumped up.
3rd down. They're going to call it 3rd and 9, so I guess they gave him a yard on that one. All right, big play for the Yorktown defense. Even bigger play for the Madison offense. McGuire now in motion. There's a flag in the backfield. As our man Chuck in the truck would say, find the man in the white cap. Good job. Delay game, Madison. Bring it back 5 yards.
Third and long for the Warhawks. So close to that end zone and just
So far away.
further back.
All right, Powers now, he's going to keep it. Being pressured. Gets rid of it. He throws it. This one is intercepted.
Picked off.
This one is picked off big time. Off to the races.
Nobody's
there he
gonna
is.
catch him.
Michael Rogers going all the way for the touchdown.
Wow. Well, Michael Rogers has got those hands on offense and defense. If the ball is around him, he's going to swoop it up. Wow.
Get the official yards on that in a minute. But Michael Rogers with a nice
Let's
interception.
see that again.
Here he is. Powers.
That pressure. Oh, he just swept right in. He anticipated that.
That's about a 97, 98-yard touchdown run back. Untouched,
And
John.
we're
Untouched.
off. Look at that speed. Nobody's going to catch him. 90-ish yard return for Rogers. Big game on offense and defense. Wagging his tongue a bit. Looks a little winded. That was quite a run.
It was.
Like a track star. Well, that is not what Madison needed, but the Yorktown fans loved it.
Yep.
And if Michael Dola can convert this extra point, we will be looking at that mercy rule.
Here it is again. Steps right in and goes
Great
for it.
anticipation.
Yeah. So Michael Rogers, as we see Michael Dola's attempt, John, Michael Rogers plays a big part in the last 2 Yorktown touchdowns, one on offense and one on defense. So he scored the touchdown earlier on that great catch. As you see, Dola converts the extra point. And then he gets the 97-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Look at Rogers put that hand up. He knows he's gone.
So after
And the whole Yorktown player sidelines running down with him. They love that.
Yeah. there's Kyle Bailey. That's right, he says.
We got to give some credit to the Yorktown defensive line for putting the pressure on.
Powers.
Once Powers is forced out of that pocket, he's throwing against the grain there, and just didn't quite have enough pop on the ball. Rogers anticipated it, took it distance.
Bailey, that's what I'm talking about, he says. Yorktown exuding quite a bit of confidence now. 35-0. The clock will start and continue to roll on the ensuing kickoff.
Number 11, Amy
McGuire deep to receive.
And number 20, Joe Gordon. Kicking off for Patriots, number 23, Michael Gordon.
Dola will kick off. Corrigan deep to receive along with McGuire. So last week, Oakton put 49 up on Madison. This week so far, with 7:54 to go in the third, Yorktown put up 35 on Madison. Still got quite a ways to go.
It's like the referee is explaining to the Patriots how the clock is going to run now.
Here comes Dola, set to kick.
There's that squib again.
Yeah. This one is picked up by McGuire. He's coming to the near side. Crosses the 40, gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line right about there. Knocked out of bounds. So they'll start off in decent field position at their own 45.
Number 83, down. First and 10, Madison. From their own 45 yards.
7:46 here in the third quarter. Oh, look at that clock ticking. And running. 7:40 here in the third quarter.
Madison from their own 46 yard.
Madison Warhawks taking on the Yorktown Patriots.
All right, they call it the 46-yard line officially. So first and 10 from their own 46. Powers under center. He's going to have to get rid of it.
Oh.
Tackled with a fumble.
Oh,
Here's the pickup.
boy.
And here it looks like it's going to be another Yorktown touchdown. A defensive touchdown. Touchdown Patriots, and that
Yorktown
is
defense just dominating.
Gunther Poth, the center linebacker for the Patriots. We mentioned him earlier.
I don't even think anybody picked him up. I think that
Nope.
was just a missed block.
Nope.
Let's take a look at this again.
You see the quarterback gets sacked
Oh,
right there. Poth
just
picks it up.
clotheslined.
And I believe that was Bernhardt that sacked the quarterback to make him fumble it.
Another huge play for the Yorktown
Yep.
Patriots defense.
Call that, was that about a 35-yard return?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see exactly where it was. There you
Takes
see.
the handoff. It looks like that running back just missed his block. Well, take your pick. He had two men to block.
Dola, snap, good. Hold, good, kick. Long
Kaboom.
enough.
42-0 here at Yorktown, and it is a blowout.
In 7 minutes and 11 seconds in the third quarter, the score Yorktown 42, Madison 3.
7:11 to go here. There you see
Check
it
out
again.
this clothesline. Boom.
Right there. Call it about a 33-yard return.
Powers just didn't have a chance to get that ball off in time.
So the last two Yorktown touchdowns come off of the defense.
How about that?
One, a 97 interception.
The offense
For a
was looking so
touchdown.
good, the defense said, hey, we want to get in on the act of this.
Let me
We
have
wanna
some
put
of this.
points on the board.
We have some of this action. A 97-yard kickoff return, or interception return for a touchdown by Michael Rogers. And then the 33-yard fumble recovery by Gunther Poth, the center linebacker.
Kicking off for Patriots, number 33, Michael Gordon.
Now, it looked to me like the running back for Madison just had to, to pick the lesser of two evils there. He had to pick up two men. I mean, he had to block somebody.
Right.
And, boy, I think that was David Bernhardt who was able to
David Bernhardt sacked him and caused the fumble.
get back there and get
Yep.
that big hit on Powers.
That was huge. All right, there's McGuire deep in the end zone. Oh, he hits the post and he falls. Hopefully he's all right. He's all right. Everybody can laugh about it now.
Kablam.
Yep. I'll tell you what, that would definitely make bloopers and practical jokes.
Yorktown firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Even the kicker's getting the act.
Even the goalpost is getting in on the act.
Gosh. Somebody signed that goalpost to a contract. Get him on the suit that goalpost up. Let's take a look at this again. Look at that kick.
And our man, our Yorktown, the voice of Yorktown, Christopher Williams, is over here over our shoulders looking at the replay.
Clothesline City here tonight at Yorktown.
Everybody's looking at that replay. Man, as long as he's all right. Clock running, of course, 6:35 and counting. Powers, he loses the ball, picks it
Another
up, and
fumble.
gets taken down.
Madison recovered that one, thankfully.
Yep.
Number 8, Robert Pearson on the carry. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Pearson.
Well, adrenaline is running high for the Yorktown Patriots.
Number 32.
Everything going their way here in
It
the
is.
second half.
It is. 42-0. All right, clock running, 5:55 now and counting, folks. Second and 11.
Yeah, Yorktown
much
defense
there.
not showing any signs of
No.
fatigue, despite all the time they spent on the field here.
Number 34, C.J. Collins on the carry.
I know you're more of a basketball fan, John, especially professional basketball, but I know you follow football too.
Absolutely.
What do you like in the NFL this year?
Oh, gosh.
What do you like? You like some of the repeat teams, or you think there's going to be a team that comes out of nowhere? Every year there seems to be one or two teams that does that.
You know, I look at defense. You know, you look at Green Bay, look at the Saints, look at the Colts, you look at the Eagles. But you know what? The past 3 seasons, I look at the NFL and I think it's the surprise teams that come out of nowhere, like the Saints of last year, like the Giants 3 years ago, like the Cardinals 2 years ago. It's the teams you
Right.
don't expect.
Looks like there may be a fumble.
Speaking of defense, here's
Yep.
Yorktown again.
Did they get this one?
Cam Powers brought down in the backfield by number 24.
No, they didn't. Okay. All right, that ball would be that's a turnover on downs.
Loss of 3 yards on the play.
Wasn't sure if it was a fumble that they recovered or if it was just the turnover on downs. They got excited about the turnover on downs. Yeah. Right? Or this is 4th down now. That's what it is. But you're right.
For Warhawks, number 1, Lee Coulter. Number 10,
Madison now punts.
Al Bailey.
Bailey deep to receive this punt. This one's going to be a short punt. It'll bounce at about the 40 and make its way across the 40 to the 43, and it'll be down. But once again, clock will still run. Nope. The official called the timeout here. They want to spot the ball first. They don't have to. They want to spot the ball here first and then set the clock right away.
First and 10, Yorktown.
Afshin, who do you like in the NFL this year?
I like some of the teams you like. I'm not so high on Philadelphia as much as I would be in previous years this year, but Green Bay's defense is going to come back. I like the Redskins to improve. People always, every year in this city, John, it's like Super Bowl. No, they won 4 games last year. They'll probably win 8 to this year. They'll double their wins. I see Oakland improving in the AFC West just because San Diego, KC, and Denver are probably taking a step back. But every season over the past 10 years, there's been 5 new teams that made the playoffs. So that means 5 previous playoff teams were knocked out. So we'll see how it goes this year.
I think that's one fun thing about the NFL, too, is that every team starts out the season with hope they can go deep into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And you can't say the same about baseball or basketball, really.
And there's always a team, not just a surprise team like you had said, the Saints or Arizona a couple years ago. There's always a team in there that seems to go from worst to first, at least in their division, and make a playoff. Probably lose, but they go from worst to first and surprise a lot. The Atlanta Falcons have done it a couple times over the years.
The Dolphins went from
Right.
a near winless season to making the playoffs.
The Indianapolis Colts did. Years ago, Peyton Manning's first year, I think they were 3-13, and then the next year, boom, they took off. So, lots of. But you're right, the NFL is fun to watch, man. I love football season. love football season, and of course, some of our viewers might know, and me and Charles Smith were big, huge Michigan fans, so we want to see how they do this year. Up in with regards to college football, they've got Notre Dame this weekend. They come off a big win against UConn, so we'll see what Big Blue does. But I'm a little upset with how things have been handled at Michigan lately under Rich Rodriguez. There's the punt, Dola. Even under pressure, he's gotten a nice punt off.
Oh, and look at that roll.
At about the 5-yard line.
I tell you, Yorktown can do no wrong.
2:01 to go here in the third quarter.
A rare punt for Yorktown, and they bury Madison at the 5-yard line.
Clock running again now. Once again, we are in that zone. 35-point lead or more. Clock continues to run. And it's a 42-point Yorktown lead. Once again, next week, folks, we'll be at War Memorial Stadium, Hayfield, and Washington Lee.
Maybe, what do you think, 3 or 4 hard-fought yards there for the Warhawks.
Leading tacklers for Yorktown, number 55. Gain of 5 yards on the carry. Second and 5 for Madison.
They give him 5 yards on that carry, John.
How about that?
Yeah.
By committee. The whole line was in on that rush.
So second down and 5 now for Madison. Let's see, they'll give them forward progress there just a little bit. We'll see exactly how much progress they give. From Greenbrier Stadium, Afshin Banab and John Moriarty closing down the third quarter here. Coming up on the 10-second mark of the third quarter. 42-0 Yorktown. It's been all Yorktown all night long.
No shortage of big plays tonight, but they've all been going Yorktown's way.
That is the end of the third quarter. Our first game of the 2010 season. You hope it would be a little more competitive, but it isn't. And that's the way it goes sometimes when you cover football games, baseball games, any sport.
Well, Bruce Hansen has brought out his club tonight, obviously with a great game plan. They've come out, they've executed, and they've taken advantage of some nifty footwork from Jordan Smith.
Oh, yeah.
And some pretty incredible catches.
Absolutely. A couple of big catches.
David
both of them,
Gabby.
two big catches
Michael
for touchdowns.
Rogers, wow.
I mean, they both were one-handed grabs. Gaby had to spin around, basically. He caught it from behind him and turned, and then that great catch by Rogers. Reminiscent of Mike Veith's catches sometimes that we've seen, except Mike Veith will climb a ladder to get it.
Absolutely. I saw C.J. Bartholomew intercept a pass last year at Wakefield. It looked like he maybe got one finger on it. He pulled it down, man. He had to have it.